Hello everyone, it is me, Butterfly Spirit, aka Michelle. So today guys, I'm here to talk to you today about what numerology numbers mean that you have either calculated yourself or maybe you had calculated from, some online free numerology type of, I guess website or whatever. So guys, let's just kind of begin. So, a lot of people now are into numerology because it's making a pretty popular comeback and stuff. And the reason being is because a lot of people are, becoming spiritual. A lot of people are becoming awakened and stuff, or becoming aware of, things that they were never aware before spiritually. And they, want to, possibly get into studying something that's going to be, maybe easy for them to understand. And through understanding that thing, then it's going to help them to maybe live better and easier lives or whatever. So a lot of people find themselves going towards numerology. Now, numerology on the surface, it looks very easy. It looks like there's a lot of easy math. And then you basically find yourself ending up with, a number either 1 through 9 or a number like 11, 22, or 33. Now, what a lot of people don't know, which is something I've researched, is that there are meanings for numbers that go beyond just 33. There are meanings for the number 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99. This is something that a lot of you may not be aware of, but I know because I've been studying numerology. I believe it's like for I believe it's like for half a year or so. So, I've found myself, really getting into it because numerology is going to be something that I'm going to be using to not only help improve my life, but other people's lives that I'm going to be working with in the future. So, I found myself actually reading books about numerology and stuff. So, yeah, I've been deep in study because, the people I work with, I want them to, know that I know what I'm talking about when I'm able to sit down with them for a session and, help them understand, their numerology in particular. So, going back to the free numerology like websites where you like enter your name, your birthday and stuff. The only thing that I can see that's misleading about these sites is that basically you can have 10 people who, enter their name and their birthday, and basically they will all, let's say, come out with the same number. They may come out with a number 9 or whatever. Okay, well, all these people who get a number 9, well, they will basically get the same general summary about what it means to have a 9 life path, if that makes sense. The same thing would go if you had, you know, 100 people, and you have 10 of them who get a number 1 life path, 10 of them who get a number 2 life path, 10 of them who get a number 3 life path, 10 of them who get a number 4 life path, 10 of them who get a number 5 life path, 10 of them who get a number 6 life path, 10 of them who get a number 7 life path, 10 of them who get a number 8 life path, 10 of them who get a number 9 life path, and then you might have, 5 of them who get a number 11 life path, and then maybe, 3 of them who get a life path of 22, and then 2 of them who get a life path of 33. So that's 100 people, right? Now, you notice a lot of these people, like I said, 10 of them got, let's say, a number 5 life path. Well, all these people who, enter their name and their birthday and they get a 5 life path, right? Well, they're all going to get the same general summary of what it means to be, a person who has a number 5 life path. And a lot of people are going to feel like, wow, this is pretty accurate to me and everything else. That's what, they'll feel. But then there'll be some people who are going to say, this is nothing like me. Now, the issue with these online things is that some of these websites that do numerology, some of them miscalculate your numerology numbers. So, you may not have a 5 life path. You may have an 11 life path. It's all in how they choose to do the calculations for the numerology. And on a lot of these numerology websites, they can make mistakes. I'm not saying all of them do, but some of them may, depending on how they calculate it. So that's something to be aware of. Um, Now, like I was saying, you have a group of people that all have, let's say, number 7 life path, right? And they all get this same summary of what it means to be, you know, a person who has a number 7 life path, and they get this same summary, right? The same, summary, right? Well, you know, all of these people are going to get the same summary, you know, and with this summary, what you guys need to be asking the question of, and some of you already do, is, okay, well, what does having a life path of 7 mean to me? How is it affecting my life? How is it going to make, me be a better person or figure things out better, than I'm already able to do? Because there's a lot of people who are, looking into numerology pretty much because they're having issues in their life with regard to maybe their career, with regard to maybe, trying to find a significant other, sorry, with regard to, trying to, just deal with some of the challenges they have. There's people coming to, numerology because, some people want to know, um, they want to know, why it is that they don't get along with other people, but why their friend, is able to, get along better with, with friends or whatever. There's a lot of people who come to numerology for a lot of different reasons. And what I would like to tell people is that numerology, it is not general. It is not general in any means. Just because people think, it's the simple calculations and stuff, and they come to a number, they think it's easy. But the question is applying those, the numbers you get in your numerology, because somebody can get as many as 7 different numerology numbers, particularly for their, personality numerology numbers. Okay. And so you have 7 different numbers. But the question is, how do you fit all those numbers together? Because just saying I got an 11 life path and a 2 destiny number and a 3 current name number, and a 5 maturity number, okay, well, how does that fit together to mean something particularly to you? Because when you are doing this numerology, you're trying to find out, things about how to, make sense of whatever it is, your home life, your work life, your relationship life, hell, your whole life in general, um, why, you have these tendencies versus why somebody else has these tendencies. Some people may come to numerology because they want to know, you know, should they get married or not? Should they name their child this or that? Numerology is something that is explosive. It is not something that is specifically one size fit all. And when you go on these numerology websites, a lot of people think that getting, these numbers, they think, oh, I just got a number 3 or number 5 or number 2 or number 11 or number 33, right? For, let's say for their destiny number, right? Well, what does that mean? That's what you need to really think about is, what does this mean? And if you don't know what it means, I highly suggest you guys to go to a professional numerologist, somebody who can tell you what these numbers mean. Yes, you can make these calculations on your own and stuff. But in making, performing these calculations, you might make a mistake and you might get the wrong number. Human error can occur. So I suggest that you guys go to a professional numerologist. Now, a lot of people are going to be put off by the fact and say, well, it costs money, to do that. And, I much rather do it myself. Well, that's fine. But just know when you do the calculations yourself, you may not get the type of information you are seeking to get that you would get if you would have went to a numerologist and paid for a session with them. The numerology sessions with a professional, they are mind-blowing for people. They're accurate for people and stuff like that. They're amazing. But there are some people who are going to decline the idea of getting a professional numerology reading. Some people are going to turn it down because, they're going to say, I'm just comfortable doing it myself, and that's fine. You can do it yourself, you know. Um, you can do it through, studying numerology yourself or whatever. Now, I will say I've been studying numerology for like 6 months or more. And, I'm finding myself that it is not just simple to master numerology just from, looking at a couple of videos and, reading a couple of articles and then thinking you understand numerology. No, it takes a lot more than that. People are professional numerologists for a reason because they know what they're doing. They know how to give people the insight that they need. And so this is why these people are professionals. Just like you have a professional mechanic, right? You have a mechanic who knows how to fix cars. He knows, what the individual parts of cars are. He knows what, he knows, maybe some warning signs you might have. He knows the things to look for to diagnose what's wrong with your car, right? Well, a professional numerologist and what they do, they know how to interpret your, whole name and your birthday to help you learn an explosive amount of things about yourself. What can you learn from numerology? You can learn what type of career or vocation is best for you. You can learn what, your life, like the blueprint for your life is, what your life journey is going to be like. What are some warning signs or things you need to watch out for with respect to the type of numerology numbers that you have? What type of person would be best for you to date? What type of, what types of, maybe hobbies you should get into, so that you're not overwhelmed. Um, Numerology can help explain, why do you feel so crazy, like you have so much energy and stuff like that that you don't know what to do with. Numerology is an amazing, amazing thing. It is really great. And what a lot of people don't know, it is a lot powerful than just, you know, doing simple calculations and then trying to, and just trying to go with some general meaning. It gives people insight that they need to to live their life, you know. So yeah, numerology is pretty awesome and pretty amazing and stuff. And me, I was called to numerology, and through the calling of numerology, I'm going to be helping people, but only when I feel like I have a handle on numerology and I can tell, the people I work with, the clients I work with, you know, what, you know, what their numbers mean, and not just what do, not a general meaning of what their numbers mean, but what do all their numbers mean put together and stuff. Because I've seen this on YouTube too, where somebody commented under a video about having like I believe it was like a number one, like destiny number. And they said, well, they watched the video and the video talks about, like what a general meaning of having a number one life path was or whatever, or number one destiny number, I think I said. And, the person was like, that's nothing like me, And the thing is that numerology talks about, who you are now and also who you can be in the future or have the potential to be. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, guys, that I forgot. Oh, if you're doing numerology on your own and you do calculations, I highly suggest, that, you don't rush through it. I know numerology is really exciting and it's something great when, you do the calculations and, you can maybe look up the general meanings of the numbers and stuff like that and do it for your friends and compare them and stuff. But I would suggest that, if you're somebody where, you don't feel like the general definition online of a numerology, like let's say three destiny number relates to you, then I suggest going and, um, getting it done by professional numerologists and stuff. You will actually be you'll actually be glad that you did, guys. So, yeah. So I was just, here to talk about, um, about like the meanings of the numerology numbers. And I admit that I didn't go through and talk about what every one of the numerology, numbers mean for the life path, destiny, maturity, current name, and all those different numbers or whatever. But if I did that, this video would be way, way too long. So, guys, in the future, I will be doing more numerology videos for you guys, and talking about some things that you guys are going through and stuff. I know how exciting it is to, be getting numerology numbers and stuff like that. But yeah, ask yourself the question of, what does this mean particularly to me? How does my numerology, like how my numbers come together to get me and my situation in my life or whatever. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to comment below. And I will answer your questions for you and stuff. I always love doing videos. Also, guys, like this video if you did like it, and also subscribe because I'm going to be coming out with more videos about numerology, and I do not want you guys to miss out. Much love and light. Bye bye, guys.